Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Marcie's Makeup Corner tonight at 9 o'clock. If you're here, give me a quick shout out. We're gonna get started right away though, because I feel like this is gonna be a really long look. So we're gonna be doing a mermaid skull type look tonight. And so I've already done all of my foundation, my concealer, I've done my eyebrows because I want to really jump into this. So I have to start with my fishnets. So these are gonna go over top of my head, which is fun. And just before I do that, I wanna let you guys know that I'm gonna try really hard not to talk while I have them on because I don't wanna wreck the lines that I'm creating. As well, I just wanna tell you a quick couple really funny things. I put these on earlier because I was prepping. One, my son says I look like I'm robbing a place. And two, if anybody knows fishnet stockings, there's more holes to them than fabric, right? So I put this on over top of my head. Hey, Julie. And legitimately, my 13-year-old daughter asked me if I could breathe. Right? I love her. Anyways, so if you are tuning in and you've watched me before, remember #lifer. If this is your first time, #newbie. And if you're watching in the replay, please give me a good old #replay. All right, guys, so here we go. Hello from Sophie and Shara. Hey, ladies. Okay. No laughing, because I gotta try not to talk while I do this. And it has to be tight, because or else the lines don't work. So, yes, I look funny. I get it. But it has to be tight, and I want the lines to work this time, because they didn't work last time like I wanted. So, I'm gonna be using pigments and a brush, and I'm just gonna get started. I thought about a sponge, Shara, but all the tutorials I watched said to use a brush, so we're gonna give it a go. Sugar. Okay. Whew. Yes, Melinda, I was totally dying to talk. So my darker colors totally turned out nice. My lighter colors are harder to see because I didn't think to add water to it until I hit the darker colors. So I'm not 100% sure if I should throw the fishnet back on and maybe try and darken up those other colors. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna try and throw it back on and just do some of these spots in here, and I'm gonna do them with water, okay? So I'll talk about all the colors and everything that I'm using in the end. I just don't want to, hey Kelly, I just don't want to throw off the colors. So I'm not gonna talk when I have the fishnet stocking on. So I'm gonna throw it back on and darken up some of those greens, okay? So just bear with me, guys. Oh, okay. Definitely works better wet. So there's our start, guys. Now some of my lines are gonna be a little bit off. So if you're doing, whoops, I smudged that. Oh, I know, I'm trying not to wreck it. James is like, don't wreck it, I know. So definitely best to use if you're using mineral pigments. So if you're gonna use your colors, use your brush wet, okay? I did not know that. Nobody on any of the tutorials I watched did that. So that's what we're gonna do in the future if I ever do a mermaid again, is do that. Okay, so this is our base. Crazy base, right? Because we haven't even gotten to the hard work yet. Thanks, guys. So for anybody that was wondering colors, I'm using pigments. One is Famous, and I legitimately am killing this color. I don't even, and I need it still, and I don't even know if there's any left. Ooh, there's a touch left. I had to break open the container. I'm probably gonna use the rest of that tonight, and then that'll be it for my green. That makes me sad. And then I used Heavenly, which is a blue, and I used Glamorous, which is like a maroon color. So those are the 3 colors that I used. I probably, again, could have went darker in areas had I thought to use it with water kind of at the beginning. So we are going to start, where are we gonna start? I think we're gonna start with the eyes. So I'm gonna go right in with Glamorous, which is the darker color I used. And we're just gonna go right in and darken up those eyes right from the get-go. So this is going to be, there's going to be a ton of blending in this video, and the, thanks Virginia, and the teeth is something that I have never done before. So I watched a few videos on it. I have fingers crossed that I'm going to be able to pull this off. The one thing that I'm not doing on the video, guys, just as an FYI, I'm not putting in white contacts. I do not own white contacts, so they will not be going in. You guys are just stuck with my plain old boring eyes. Oh my god, Trish, you know what? I'm actually keen to see how this works out. I watched a few videos. That's really all that I do. I look up some pictures, I watch a few videos, I'm like, okay, what parts of this do I not know how to do? And then I specifically will watch videos based on those aspects. So I watched a few on the teeth, because that part is what's kind of gonna throw me off, I'm sure. So I went in with a maroon, and now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blend in a dark blue. And like I said, if you like this video, make sure that you share it for me. I'm working on like, there's a contest thing through the company. And if you share the video and I win the contest, I will share the prizes. And thank you, Julissa, that is so sweet. Oh my god, I know, I can't wait to see what this is gonna look like all finished. I'm slightly sad that I don't have more green though, because I'm really hoping I have enough green to finish the look. I didn't realize I'd be scraping out the bottom of my pot. So all I'm doing is I'm mixing like the burgundy and the blue and poking myself in the eye a whole lot, just so you know. I do it on a regular basis. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Might have to watch the end tomorrow. Oh, that's okay, Brittany. I'm gonna post pictures later too. Okay, so I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the lighter blue. Just to kind of the corners here. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a ton of blending with the colors. And I popped off lids on the pigments too, so I'm gonna have pigments all over my dining room table when we're done. I wish I had known to do water from the beginning so I could have gotten that piece darker. But I might just have to put my hair down so you can't see it by the time I get to the end. Loving the blue. Oh, thanks, Mary. I like not the blue color. The light blue that I'm using is called Heavenly. It is no longer actually in stock, but there are similar colors in the pressed palettes. I'm using up our minerals. The minerals are no longer in stock, but that's kind of what I'm using up right now. So I've made the brush a little bit damp, and I'm just gonna take my eyebrows now and come down my nose. So I'm doing a little bit of like, basically almost like a contour and blending that in. And I'm gonna blend it all the way underneath the brows. So I'm taking it kind of in like a, almost like a circle color. And then it is gonna end up covering all of my nose because everything's gonna have a little bit of shaded color. I'm gonna take a little bit of a darker green and just contour that nose a little bit more. And again, I'm just going down the sides of my nose, basically to make my nose look slightly longer. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my blush brush, which is like wet and a mix of massive crazy colors. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna use one that's a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna use that brush right there. And I'm gonna start in with some of the highlighting. But before I do that, I wanna draw on where I want my jaw to go. So I'm just gonna use a purple eyeliner. So I'm gonna draw in like kind of the cheekbone, just enough so that I can see it. Hey, Abby. So I'm just gonna draw in the cheekbone, and then I'm gonna come down and draw in some of the jawbone here. So that's kind of where I want that skull bone to look. I'm trying to make it even on both sides. Okay. So those are the areas that I'm gonna start. Oh, I'm a little off on both sides, but I'm gonna start some of my blending in those areas. So I'm gonna basically, it's gonna be the dark purple and a darker blue, because that's kind of where your shadow colors are. I'm also gonna just do a quick buff around the chin, and I'm gonna mix in the purple and the blue and some green to do that, so that I really define that space as well. I don't want any part of my face to look kind of unfinished and empty. So that's the purple. And then I'm gonna go in again with the blue. This is the darker blue. Oh, thanks, Julie. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of the lighter blue. Now because, spilling pigments everywhere, this is kind of a highlighted area because your chin is a forefront. I'm going in with a little bit of a lighter color to start and blending it back. So anything that sticks forward, feel free to use lighter colors to start. And then I'm gonna throw in a little bit of that green that I'm almost out of as well, and throw that in over top. Okay. Now it's time to go in with the shading. So this is going to be, like I said before, this is going to be a ton of shading. And this is like, for me, this is a nervous amount of shading. So I'm getting some of my darker colors ready in front of me here. So I'm going to be using the burgundies, the blues, and the darker purple to start the shading piece on the jaw. Okay, so I'm going to go in first with the darker purple. It kind of goes up, and then we're going to be shading it out right here. And that's not nearly as dark as I want it. So I'm gonna go with the blue. There will be some black in here as well. But I'm just gonna start with these colors because I want it blended out as nicely as possible. Like I said, guys, this is going to be a little bit of a long look tonight, so if you have snacks and drinks, feel free to grab those. I've decided I'm mixing water with these colors again to try and make them stand out just a little bit more. I find that sometimes when I use these pigments, on my end, everything looks really bright, and then when I take pictures, it looks dull. So I'm really trying to brighten this up. Sherry, you've got snacks and drinks, that a girl. I actually have a Heineken sitting here, and I haven't gotten to it yet. Eating a butter tart, make for Halloween. Oh, nice. I feel like, guys, I'm totally procrastinating on you and getting to the part where I have to draw on the teeth. I kind of am, because in my head, I still am having trouble figuring out how I'm going to do it. So I'm working on the shading. I'm a little bit off on both sides. Slightly off. Okay. Okay, so here goes nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my purple eyeliner, and it's so not sharp. So, crumb. I don't know where I threw my sharpener from last night. So we're gonna have to use it kind of dull, and I'm just gonna start drawing in some teeth. So just So what I'm drawing is I'm drawing where I'm going to be putting the teeth as well, so that I have a frame of reference as to how far I'm going. I'm trying to go with the same on both sides. Okay, there's going to be a ton more work done in this area, so do not fret. Okay, but that's all I'm going to do for the liner right now. And then I'm going to go in again with the purple. Oops. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to kind of connect here and make this piece a little bit darker. And again, bring it in just a little bit further here. And I just want to add a tad of purple. I want everything to kind of connect. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm going to go in with my black, and I'm going to start shading out even darker, okay? So I'm going to go in with the black. And we're going to color in that hollow space here before we get to the teeth. I am going to color in the teeth as well. Thanks, Shara. Like I said before, it's all about a ton of shading. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with our black. I'm gonna start with my eyeliner. I may need to go in with a liquid liner. We'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna take kind of this tooth here and bring it out. I'm not being super neat with it because, again, I still have to go with my white and I still have some blending to do here. So I'm gonna go in with my white now and kind of brighten up those teeth a little bit. Hey, Lisa. Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the love. These looks, for the most part, it's pretty simple instructions.